Good morning, darling. Are you awake? Huh? Darling? Shit. Darling, where are you? Shit. Ow. Wait a second. What the hell? Do I smell pancakes? But baby, is that you? Huh? Oh, no, I'm not hurt, but you're uncuffed. Why are you still here? You managed to escape, and yet you're still... You got hungry? What do you mean you got hungry? You were handcuffed. I handcuffed you to the bed. You weren't supposed to be able to escape. You broke it? What the hell? That was a steel handcuff. How in the world did you manage to... Toy handcuffs? No, the lady at the shop said... Oh, thank you for helping me stand up. Sorry, I'm really confused. I kidnapped you, and yet... So, let me get this straight. You knew you could escape all along, yet you stayed anyway. You stayed all night and got hungry in the morning, so you went to the shop and then came back to make pancakes for us? But why? I threatened to scoop out your eyes. Weren't you scared? Hey, don't laugh. Am I really that unthreatening? Damn it. Oh. Sure. I suppose I could go for some pancakes. Look, it's not that I'm unhappy that you're back. I just thought... Well, I thought, I'd have to kidnap you and threaten you and kill your admirers. And then after years of Stockholm syndrome, you'd finally see the real me and fall in love with me, and we could live happily ever after. Well, that's how it goes in my favorite book, Beauty and the Beast. Why are you laughing again? It's the most romantic love story. I read it all the time. In fact, it's one of the only things I've ever actually read. Braille books can get expensive. The only way for someone to fall in love with a beast is to force them to be around you until they get to know you. That's just the harsh reality of love. I'm a beast. I'm the beast and you're the beauty, and I needed to make you mine. These pancakes are really good. Damn it. I just can't understand. Please, explain to me why you came back. I'm sorry, I don't really know what you mean by you were cooked before meeting me. I thought you worked at... oh, it's slang. I don't... Okay, I think I get the idea now. You were lonely too. I never would have guessed. You seem so happy, so normal. I was bold? You mean it's not a very common thing for girls to do what I did? Well, I know it was a bit unconventional, but I thought a fair few would have done this before. Well, I don't get out much. Not since Lizzy died. Oh, well, she was actually my guide dog. Yeah, I never actually lost my dog that day. I could never replace her. I could never replace Lizzy. Huh? You really want to know? Okay. Well, when I was young, my mom gave me a dog, Lizzy. She was my guide dog for as long as I can remember. She was with me since I could walk, looking out for me. She was there when my dad left, and when my mom died. I wouldn't dare leave the house without her. She was my lifeline. She connected me to the outside. Hell, I didn't even know how to cross a road without her. Then, well, she was an old dog. Much older than normal, I suppose. Well, her mind went foggy, and she got kind of slow. Sometimes I think she walked out in front of that truck on purpose. It must have been horrible to drag around a pathetic blind girl all her life. She probably wanted to take me with her. Maybe I should have. Thank you for the hug. I'm sorry. I could spiral a bit sometimes. Well, it's been 7 months since then. I haven't left the house since. Well, not until I decided to trick you. Yes, you're right. I told you I went to the cafe to listen to you. That wasn't entirely true. I would listen to you all day, but I know from experience that blind people stick out like a sore thumb. I don't need to see to know I'm being stared at, whispered about. All the noise gets too much. It was better this way. I could listen to you without being interrupted. It was how I first found you, though. Gosh, how long ago was that now? I don't remember. Time has gotten away from me a bit. It's not like I can look at a clock or calendar. I was just here. The electricity went out ages ago. I didn't need it. The house is paid for. The gas bill is yearly. I'm surprised you know how to get the stove to work, honestly. I gave up on trying to light it with matches months ago. Come to think of it, this is the first warm meal I've had since I went out with Lizzy to the cafe that last time. I would just lie here, listening to you, reading my one book, barely sleeping, barely eating. Oh. Well, that is a good question. I suppose one would ask how I managed to survive here for months. Follow me. You see, my mother, she got very sick. She was schizophrenic, paranoid beyond belief, had a great distrust of doctors. In fact, that's how I ended up blind in the first place. I got an eye infection when I was a baby. She never took me to the doctors. She told me later that she was happy that she stood strong. Otherwise, they might have given me medicine and my vaccines. I might be blind, but at least the government doesn't have a microchip in my arm. It only got worse over time. She became obsessed with the idea of prepping. Do you know what that is? It's when people stock up for the end of the world. Take a look for yourself. Yeah, 1 year's worth of food, water, toothpaste. At least, I think it was 1 year's worth. I haven't really taken stock in a while. I figured... Well, never mind. No, it's... I shouldn't say. Look, you can leave. It was a stupid idea to try and force you to stay. I was stupid. How could anyone ever want to love someone as pathetic as I am? I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't try to make you stay. I love you. I love you so much. But I love you enough to know, despite the stories, I know, deep down, I'd rather you were happy than stuck with me. Staying with me would be a bad idea. I'm messed up. Really? Are you being serious? You want to help me? I don't understand. Why would you want to waste your time on someone like me? Well, okay. We can take things slow, I suppose. I don't even know what to say. I knew you were amazing, but to even consider the idea of freely loving me back, freely helping me, thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. But are you sure I can even be helped? I've lived like this for so long, obsessing over you, imagining our lives together. How can I ever be normal again? I could never be a normal girl. I have no skills. I'm disabled. Probably not the prettiest. In the books I've read, the girls are described as sun-kissed and healthy. Heck, I probably look like a ghost. I've barely got any meat on me. I bet I look terrible. You'd be better off getting a real girl. Not this beast. Well, my love, if you're sure, then let's try. So, where do we start? How much money do I have? Oh, well, that is a good question. I suppose if I went back to normal, I'd probably need some money. Well, I'll be honest, I haven't checked at all. Well, I haven't been able to spend any money. As I said before, the house was bought. It was my grandfather's, and the gas is paid yearly. I haven't had to buy food or anything. Well, why would I want to get electricity back? It's a bit pointless, isn't it? Well, I'm blind. I don't need lights to see. I don't need any kitchen appliances other than a can opener. The internet? What's that? No, I'm serious. What do you mean? Well, I think my mother had a computer when I was younger, but in her later years she said electricity was bad for us, that we only needed each other. She smashed it and threw it in the trash just after she cancelled the electricity. To be honest, I didn't notice much of a difference. Well, it wasn't that hard to survive, I suppose. I just did what I always did. Oh, no, I didn't go to school. My mom told me that the normal schools don't accept blind people into them. She said that she would teach me herself. Huh? Oh no, did I say something wrong? Are you crying? Oh no, love, oh no, love. I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to make you cry. Did I? What? You're sorry? Why would you be sorry? Traumatic? I don't understand. Yeah, I know. You said you'd help me before, silly. There's no need to cry. Right now, I'm one of the happiest girls alive. You don't know how I managed to get a listening device? It wasn't that hard, actually. I went into the shop and a lady came up to me and asked if there was anything that she could help me with. What did she say the name of the shop was again? It was quite a while ago, when I still had Lizzy and we would go out to the cafe. Let's see. I was looking for things I could kidnap you with, though at the time it was only a daydream. I hadn't thought I'd actually ever do it. Ah, that's right. The lady said that the shop was called Roxy's Lover Lounge and Gift Shop. She asked me if I was in the right shop, and I said yes, that I wanted to fall in love with this guy, that I think he needs some more persuasion. So she suggested this package. She told me it had handcuffs and a listening device disguised as a pen and an outfit and a badge. It sounded about right, so I bought it. I was a bit confused though. Well, when I brought it home and opened it, the pen and the cuffs were in there, but I believe I was totally scammed on the outfit. Well, there was only a couple bits of string and plastic in there. I hardly thought it would be appropriate to wear outside. Why are you laughing? No, tell me. Okay, you can show me later. I did think my plan would work though. If only I knew. I could have asked her for real handcuffs. Not that that matters much now. Well, as for the drugs, I'm afraid it's a much less funny story. I'm not sure I want to tell you at the moment. I don't want to think about that day anymore. I just want to spend time with you. For now, I know I have a lot of work to do to be a normal girl again. But for now, maybe we could just go back to bed. Now that, well, you're actually willing to stay. Well, I'd like for us to actually get to hug properly. Last night was amazing, but you were kind of just stuck in one position. I'm sorry. That must have been really uncomfortable for you. Really? It was okay? Good. Let's go then. How long have you been awake? Oh, I see. A few hours. It's still pretty early in the morning. You must have been really hungry. Comfy. Would you like to hug into my chest? That sounds like it would feel nice. It felt nice when I did it to you yesterday. What was that? You'll protect me. You're so sweet. I really do love you. You're such a kind person. I've waited for so long to be able to protect you as well. But it appears I'm not strong enough for that. It seems I can't do anything right. But I promise you that for as long as my heart beats, I will love you. You're the only thought that ever fills my mind. In fact, I think I might have been living through you for a long time. Listening to what you do all day. Pretending that I'm right there with you in the outside world. Pretending that the people you talk to is me. That I can see fine. That I'm a normal girl with a normal boyfriend. We've had full-blown conversations in my head that you don't even know anything about. Well, for example, do you remember that time, I don't know who you were with, it seemed like a male friend of yours. I don't know where you were, but you said this. Look at that sunset. Isn't it just the most breathtaking thing you've ever seen. The way the sun changes color from blue to red to pink. I'm glad I go to work early so that I could see it. Thank you for coming to hang out with me. You said more, but it was quite a while ago. I don't remember that well. But the way you described the sunset, I've never seen colors, let alone a sunset, but I felt it, if that makes sense. It felt like a glow in my heart. It felt like my chest lit up and got all warm but calm at the same time. Is that what a sunset looks like, my love? Well, I guess I'll never know. It's not like I can touch a sunset either. But you gave me that. On the darkest, loneliest day of my life. You gave me the feeling of a sunset. I don't think I'd be here if it wasn't for you. So thank you. But you have. You've done so much for me without even knowing it. I wish I could repay you. The only things I have are my house, my body. You can have both. I wouldn't complain. All I'd ask is that you'd let me stay with you forever. You're such a good person. I'm willing to bet that most people would take advantage of a girl like me. But all you want to do is give, to help. I think I'm the luckiest girl in the world right now. You feel so warm pressed into my chest. I wish we could stay here together forever. But then nothing would ever get done. Okay, you're right. We should get to work. Follow me. I'll show you where my mother kept all the files. But one last time, thank you for coming back. Hello everyone, Trash Panda here. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing and leaving a comment. I really love reading them all. I'd also like to quickly mention I started a Patreon, so if you'd like to get my videos early, get sneak peeks, and be able to vote in polls, please check it out. Good night, my cuties. Sweet dreams. Mwah.